the Drugstore makeup tag. I saw Emily Noel 83 do this here on YouTube, and I thought it was a really fun tag, so I wanted to show you guys some stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna answer the questions. So I tag anyone who is interested in doing this video. I will leave the questions down in the info box below so you can do it too. So let's get started. First question is, what is your favorite drugstore makeup brand? I would have to say that would be CoverGirl. Just because I feel like I love everything from their range. Like there's mascaras of theirs that I love, foundations that I love, blushes that I love. Like I love everything, at least one thing from every kind of like little section of makeup in the CoverGirl range. I can't say that honestly about a lot of other brands. As much as I love Elle, I feel like I find as many like good products as I do dud products. So really CoverGirl is just my absolute favorite. So next question, what are your favorite face, cheek, and lip products? So let's start out with face. I could not narrow this down, so you will be seeing kind of like more than one for each category. Anyway, face, speaking of CoverGirl, favorite foundation right now from the Drugstore is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. This is just so good. It does not break me out. It doesn't make me look too cakey and dry. It matches relatively well on my pale skin. It's really any foundation from the Drugstore is just a little bit too dark, but what can you do? But I absolutely love this. I think it's such a good foundation. It doesn't emphasize any like acne pitting, so I don't think it'll emphasize fine lines and wrinkles. Just such a good foundation. And then I also wanted to mention these. These are the e.l.f. Primers, and they came out with a bunch of new primers not too long ago, but these are my favorite. This first one is the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. This I'm wearing today. It's so good. If you have chronically dry skin and you just like have issues with your makeup looking cakey all the time, definitely get this. It's only $6 and it works so well. I put it on shortly after I moisturize, and like my skin feels like a baby's butt. It's so good. I'm really sorry if you hear any weird background noise. It's the dog. She keeps jumping up on me. She's probably gonna have to sit on my lap during this video. Alright, so back to primer. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. So this one is like a silicone-based primer. It works really well to kind of fill in my acne pitting. It feels like very velvety when you put it on. It's got that like silicone-y feel, but it's a nice like velvety silicone feeling. It works so well to keep the makeup looking nice. Like it doesn't sink into my acne pitting and my forehead. This is just a great, great primer. As far as favorite cheek products, I would have to go with, there is a tie again between the CoverGirl blushes. This is the classic color blush. The one I have here is in, it's like a really neutral color. It's called Natural Glow. It's just a very like pale peachy nude color. I like to wear that a lot in the summer. And then my other favorite blushes are Milani, and these are so good for drugstore blushes. They're so cheap. I get mine, I actually ordered a whole bunch when Walgreens had a 25% off sale. So I got like every single one of these. They're so pigmented and just beautiful. Some of them are matte and some are like this one that I have a little bit of shimmer in it, so it gives you a beautiful highlight. I'm not wearing it right now. I don't know why I put it in my face, but the Milani Baked blushes, if you haven't tried these, you need to. And then lip products are also a tie. First of all, Maybelline Baby Lips. I love these. They're so moisturizing. I love the ones that have the color. Like this one is my favorite one. It's in the cherry scent. It smells like a cherry sweet tart, and it gives my lips like a really sheer kind of red tint. It's almost pink. It's just really, really pretty, and it keeps my lips from being too dry. And then the other lip product that I had was, I really love the Rimmel Show Off lip lacquers and the lip velvet mattes. That's what this one is. This one is actually my favorite color. This is Meteoric Matte. It's a really pretty kind of like deep cranberry color. It just looks beautiful. They have a little bit of they're matte, but they do have a little bit of shine to them. They're not drying at all. They're so nice. The color stays put, doesn't bleed outside my lips. Just really great product. Next up is what is my least favorite product, and that would be this e.l.f. volumizing and defining mascara. I have not had a great run with e.l.f. mascaras. More than once they have come to me dried out. I see that that's a common complaint on the e.l.f. website in like the reviews section. They tend to just come dried out and then you just threw like $1 or $3 down the toilet. This one in particular just didn't do anything. Like it didn't even coat my lashes to look like, it didn't coat them enough to look like I had anything on my lashes. Just really, really disappointing. I tried one of their mascaras a really long time ago. It was like one of their lengthening and defining mascaras. It came in a black tube. It had like a really thin like applicator and that was beautiful, but ever since I haven't been able to find it or find one that's comparable. So I'm really disappointed with e.l.f. mascara. Next question is, what is the best makeup bargain? And 100% hands down, that is the Milani Lip Intense Liquid Colors. You can find these in the dollar store, so they are $1. These are so good. They are an actually like really beautiful kind of creamy lip color. I'm wearing this in my January favorites video. I just love these. They stay put, they fade really nicely, and they actually kind of stain a little bit. At least these darker colors do. The purple one and the red one stained. They fade really nicely, just give you a really pretty look all day. They don't bleed outside the lip line. They're really good quality and they're only $1. I just think that's insane. I love these. Next question is, what is your favorite Underdog product? Something that you love that often gets overlooked. So this product, I feel like it gets overlooked by the luxury brand ones, and that's the NYX Contour Kit. This is so good. I like this better than my Anastasia Beverly Hills kit, and I like this better than my Kat Von D kit. Those are the two that I own. I don't have any other ones, but this is so good. I feel like these powders are so beautifully, finely milled. They're so soft and buttery. They just really set the face really nicely. You get a ton of product. You get a ton of different choices, more than you get in those two contour kits that I mentioned. This is just so good. It's only $20. You can find it in the drugstore. I just think this is so great, and it really just gets overlooked by the luxury brand ones. Next question is a drugstore product that is overpriced. So this is the Sonia Kajuk All Covered Up Corrector in porcelain. It is a tiny little pot of concealer. I'll show you this tiny little pot. It looks like gel eyeliner, but it's actually smaller than a gel eyeliner. I can't see the size because it's got like, oh, here it is. It's got 0.06 ounces in it, which is 1.9 grams. This in the drugstore costs $12. So overpriced for a really, quite honestly in my opinion, crappy concealer. It's like a moussey texture and it just doesn't work to correct anything. I've tried it on my under eyes and it's just an odd texture for under the eyes, and I feel like it creases a lot. And when I put it over acne, it's just too sheer. It doesn't correct very well. So I'm not a fan of this, and it's really expensive. So the next question is to show your best drugstore dupe. And I actually have a dupes video coming up, so I'm actually going to show you one of those from that video. I have a whole bunch to show you, so I actually didn't even want to include this in here because I want to do a whole video about it, but this is just one. So my best drugstore dupe, one of my best drugstore dupes is the Wet n Wild Fergie highlighter. Now this is limited edition because it's Fergie, but they do make one that looks exactly like it. I think it's like it's called Margarita or something. It looks exactly like this. It's pink and it's got swirls of orange in it. It's in their permanent collection for their highlighters, so you definitely can still find this. And this is a really large pan highlighter. You can get it for about $4.99. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but I'm gonna try my best. And this is a dupe for the ambient lighting powder from Hourglass in Iridescent Light. So that is, I have it in this limited edition palette. It's the pink one right here. They are exactly the same. And the thing about it though is actually the Hourglass powder is actually a lot more powdery. You can, hopefully it'll focus. But the Hourglass one, hopefully. Hopefully it'll focus. But this is the Hourglass one here, and this is the Wet n Wild one here. I tried to build them up the best I could, and it's not really focusing very well. But anyways, the Hourglass one is actually a lot more powdery than the Wet n Wild one, which I think is kind of a downfall of the Hourglass one, because the last thing I want on my dry skin is for a product to be powdery. I think that this is such a beautiful highlight. It looks so natural on the skin. It's the one that I plan on wearing for my wedding. It just looks beautiful. Like, it doesn't look like you piled highlighter on your face. It's like a nice, natural, highlighted look. Glowing from within, if you will. Okay, so apparently I skipped a question, and one of them is, what is the best makeup bargain? And that is an e.l.f. product, and I'm gonna have to say the e.l.f., not necessarily this one, the e.l.f. blush palette, but also they've got a contour palette, they've got a highlighting palette as well. Any kit like this is a really amazing deal. So this one is the blush palette. This is the light blush palette. It's got some really different colors in here. I love this pink one right here. But they are very, very pigmented, so they come off like the color that's in here. So I always use a stipple brush with them. But these are such a great deal. It's $6 and you get 4. Fantastic deal for those. I really want to get the highlighting one. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. So many neat colors in there. Such a great deal for that. You can barely get one highlighter in any other brand for $6. So that's such an awesome deal, unless you're gonna go with Wet n Wild, this is a great deal as well. And the very last question is a drugstore product that is not worth the hype. So this is gonna be a little controversial because I know so many people love this, but this is a product that doesn't work for me. And that is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I know so many people absolutely love this. My problem is that it doesn't come in a light enough color. This is light number 10. I've tried light 15 as well. It just doesn't come in a light enough color, and even when I use it, it doesn't cover up kind of like the bluish and purpley under eye circles that I have, so it just doesn't work for me. I know so many people absolutely love this, but it's just not, it's not one that I love. I end up using a lot of the time instead the NYX HD concealer. This is great. This comes in actual porcelain and it covers my under eye circles. Other than that, a high-end one that I end up using that like cost me an arm and a leg is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. That's the only thing that will really cover them up. That's what I've got on today. Great dupe for that is the NYX HD. Fantastic. So yeah, that was this little tag. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tag anyone who has a YouTube channel that watches this and thinks that this is cool to make a video. I will leave the questions down in the info box below, and thank you guys so much for watching. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.